Hi there, folks. It's Jonathan Denwood here from WP-Tonic. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you some advice about what's the best and easiest way to build a membership website on WordPress. First of all, it's a great choice. Between 40 and 45% of all websites are built on WordPress in the first half of 2025. It's got a load of great tools and technologies to help you build a successful membership website. We've got a heap of experience here at WP Tonic advising people and helping people directly in setting up and building a successful business, membership business on WordPress. I'll be back in a few moments, folks. Coming back, folks. So in this video, what's the best way, easiest way to build a great membership website on WordPress in the first half of 2025? So if you're totally new, this video is a kind of 101 intro on how to do this. First of all, you need a domain name. Every website has to have a domain name. There are a number of, if you do a search, there'll be a couple of names that will come up straight away. I wouldn't use those. I'm talking about the Big Daddy, GoDaddy, Namecheap, which are, they're not bad, but the one I would use is Cloudflare. Put in Cloudflare buying domains in search and they will come up. They're they're not the cheapest, but nor are they any. They're like $1 extra than what initially GoDaddy will charge you. But take my word for it. If you're setting up any website, you're going to be using a free Cloudflare account anyway, because it gives you enormous value. So you might as well buy your domain from them. And the great thing about them is it's a really easy interface after you bought the domain, and you just don't get nickeled and dimed like you will with GoDaddy or Namecheap. They will nickel and dime you to the end of the world. So that's what you need. Secondly, you need hosting. And look, you can get really inexpensive hosting from $5 to $10. You could use one of those type of hosting plans to start to build out your membership website on WordPress. It's going to look okay until you get your first paying student, and then it's going to get ugly quick because when a student logs into the back end to watch a video, to take a quiz, to do all the things that a student of a membership website does, you're going to hit problems. Now, it depends on the kind of membership you've got. At WP Tonic, we aim at those that are running courses that are in the education space. There are some memberships that aren't doing any kind of education or community elements, but I think they're quite rare. Now, this cheaper hosting, if you are training, providing education, providing community, you're going to be hit hard. Now, you really need hosting, in my opinion, between $20 and $40 a month. I think if you aim at that, you're going to get something that is going to really, you're going to be happy with getting your initial base of students in and get the business building. I think Caden, Kinster's a great provider. Rocket.net is a great provider. WP Engine is a great provider. The problem with WP Engine is you got to jump through some loops to get it set up so it'll work okay. Or WP Tonic, another great choice. But if you're between $20 and $40, you're probably going to get something you're going to be happy with. Now, you're going to need a page builder to build your pages and build your website. Now, there's loads, the good news is there's loads of them, and it gives you the kind of experience of drag and drop. Um, there's two kind of buckets here. There's page builders built on a core WordPress technology called Gutenberg. And then there's another range of page builders, website builders that don't use Gutenberg. I think you should look at a page builder that is using Gutenberg for speed of loading, of integration with the core WordPress. There's two leaders page builders that based on Gutenberg that I would highly recommend. That's Cadence WP and GeneratePress. If you choose either, I think for somebody that's building it out themselves, Cadence WP is the way to go. But I think either of those you're going to be happy with. Now, if you don't want to use Gutenberg, I think if you look at Elementor, that's powerful. It is um, hosting hungry, as we would say, resource hungry, but it's powerful. Or look at something like Breakdance. That's popular as well. It's a non-Gutenberg solution. Another one is Bricks, but like GeneratePress in the Gutenberg bucket, it's really more aimed at the professional market than the do-it-themselves people. So you'll be happy with it, but it's more of a learning curve there. So I've given you some there. I want to point out that I've written an extensive article that goes into all this, gives you all the links, all the prices, and a lot more info. And you find the link to that in the description right underneath this video. So let's move on. You're going to need a plugin to sell the subscriptions. You could go with a membership plugin or you can go with a learning management plugin. There's a lot of overlap between the two. I would I would go with this solution, and this is Lifter LMS because the core of it's all free, and then you can build the whole thing out, and it's going to be one of the more simpler route. They have a builder, automated script. You press a button and it semi sets everything up for you when it comes to how Lifter works. That's a great feature. And all the core of it's free. And then you just buy an add-on for Stripe, which will cost you about $150 a year. I want to emphasize that, a year. And you can build a really quite powerful membership website. And it's going to be the easier route. Now, if you don't want to use a learning management plugin, it just looks a bit too much for what you're wanting to do. I would use a membership plugin, and the best one I think is Sure Members. It's $99. It works with another plugin, and that has a free level, and that's called Sure Member. And the two together really lets you build something really easy, really easy, and it's one of the more powerful but easier setups out there. There's a lot of membership plugins out there, but take my word for it. Sure Members and Sure Cart. If you're not going to use Lifter LMS, is the easiest route to go, but isn't cut down, so you're going to end up in a dead end. You're going to probably need a form plugin. There's a load of those out there. The best one offers a really fantastic free product, but it also offers a really good pro, and it's well balanced, and that's Fluent Form. there's other ones out there, but I think both the free version and the paid version, which is only about $70 a year anyway, um, it, you're going to be really happy. There's some totally free solutions in the form builder out there. I wouldn't touch them. I would go with Fluent. Fluent. There's some form builders that's really aimed at the WordPress professional market. This is going to be overkill for you, in my opinion. Now, if you found this video useful so far, think about subscribing to the channel. That really shows Google that I'm YouTube and Google that I'm doing something right. And it really encourages me to make these videos, which I'm making every week. So subscribing, you're going to get a lot out of it because you're going to be notified when I make my next video. And it's all around building a successful membership community website using WordPress and marketing. I cover a lot of topics, but you're going to find it great value. Now, I'm going to end things here because there are quite a few other things which I've explained in the article, but I don't want this video to end up being War and Peace. If you've got any questions, you can put them underneath the video and I will answer any legitimate question as quickly as I can. I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.